Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. No. You ready to go? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're proud to have you here this morning for the Pin and Carload show. First pin this morning, entry number 50 from Running Creek Ranch, Elizabeth, Colorado. If you haven't found a program, there's some down front. Looks like everybody's opening them, turning them. What a nice, bright crowd we have this morning, first thing. Entry 50. First bull in is entry number 502. 502 in your program. April 10th, 18 calf. Average weight on this pin was 915 pounds. Weight per day of age, 2.96. Bull number 1, 502F. Weight, 1915. WDA, 2.96. I'll get in the habit here in a minute. First bull, 502F. The NALF staff has done a tremendous job of showing you all this information on this bull. I am not going to read it to you. I trust that you can all read. Okay, I'm done. Those of you that are new to the Carload and Pin show, notice that there's an alternate listed. In this case, we're not going to use the alternate, but the breeder has the option of bringing an alternate to the show in case something happens to one of his other bulls. He can bring that alternate in. We won't know that till show morning, so we list the alternates. I'm sure somewhere later on today you'll see an alternate come in the ring. In Joey's class, he's bringing only his 3 bulls that were entered. This is bull number 2, 249F. 249F, bull 2 from Running Creek Ranch, Elizabeth, Colorado. So the important stuff. Today our judges, we have a 3-man judging system. It will become obvious to you as we work through the day. Our first judge is Taylor Graham from Miami, Oklahoma. Taylor is the current judging team coach at NEO, Northeast Oklahoma University. Was on judging teams at Butler County Community College, Oklahoma State, and served as the assistant coach at Oklahoma State, where he was a 3-time All-American. Grew up in Crossville, Tennessee. Thank you, Taylor, for joining us today. Our second judge, John McCurry, from the McCurry Angus Breeders in Barton, Kansas. John's a 5th-generation Angus breeder and was on judging teams at Butler County Community College and K-State. We'll have no fighting judges amongst each other on these judging teams. In 2004, he moved home to help expand the family operation with his wife and 3 kids. Thank you, John, for joining us today. Our third judge, Jason Barber. Jason's from Fort Worth, Texas, where he lives there with his wife, Jacy, and 2 boys, Bodie and Cole. He's a purebred division manager at Superior Livestock, was raised at Barber Herefords. I'm sure many of you have heard of them, near Channing, Texas. Still very active in the marketing and overall direction of the ranch. He graduated from Texas A&M University and was a member of their 2004 National Champion Livestock Judging Team. Needless to say, we're going to hear the best set of reasons today that you all have ever walked into at a Pin and Carload show. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us. Bull number 3 was entry 334. 334 was your third bull in the ring. This is Running Creek's pin of 3, 2-year-old bulls to start our show. Running Creek Ranch is here at Elizabeth, Colorado. I've got information here. We'll give you part of it now, and part of it as they show throughout the day. They've got several times they're going to be here. They've been breeding Limousin cattle since 1977. First exhibited at Stock Show in 1984. This is their 35th year of participating in the Pin and Carload show. I think you'll find throughout the day that a lot of these firms have a long time history of showing in this building, and from what we've been told, this will be the last day in this building. The last time for the Limousin show in this building. We'll all believe that when we see it. Running Creek has an intensive AI program with 1,250 cows at home in Elizabeth, Colorado, and 900 Limousin cows in a satellite herd in Kimball, Nebraska. They also feed between 1,600 and 2,000 cattle in natural programs, age and source verified, NHTC for Tyson, and Meyer Natural Foods. The judges have totally agreed on this class. And someone's going to talk. Are you drawing for that, Mark, or what are you doing? Mr. McCurry is going to be our first participant.
Good morning. It's a good class, a good way to start out with a real nice practical size set of bulls. Bulls that got plenty of dimension and muscle. I think bulls that are, again, moderate in their type and kind, appreciate their rib shape. Again, appreciate Running Creek for bringing this class out for us to evaluate.
Thank you. Our second set of bulls are in the make ready, and here they come. This set of bulls comes from J. Yorga Farms Limited of Flintoff, Saskatchewan. First bull in the ring, entry 612F. 612F is the first bull in the ring. The weight on this pin of bulls is 1,552, 1,552 with a WDA of 315. J. Yorga Farms, the principals are Kelly and Norma Yarga with their son Jeff. The Yorgas got their start in 1970 with half-blood bulls. This is their second year of crossing the border and coming to the Pin and Carload show here at National Western. They breed approximately 300 purebred Limousin cows with a goal to send 100 bulls, selling 100 bulls. Breeding for disposition is their number one focus, but also select for large scrotals and muscle. When people come to their house, they expect to see muscle. Yorga Farms will host their annual bull sale the last Monday of February at the ranch. They use DV auction, but would prefer that you came up and enjoyed their Saskatchewan hospitality. All bulls guaranteed delivered to central parts of the United States. Yorga Farms guarantee all bulls to be exportable and sound in every way. If customers are not happy with their purchase, they will not own the bull. We appreciate the Yorgas crossing the border and coming down and joining us. Second bull in the ring is 602F. 602F is the second bull in the ring. Third bull in the ring, entry number 614F. These are fall bulls, all born in September, all out of JYF Chunk, 335C. You'll notice the bulls from Yorga Farms all have a 3-letter prefix. Our Canadian friends use a 3-letter prefix where we use a 4. Three half brothers, average weight 1552, weight per day of age 3.15. Okay, I've been given an update on the math. So it's 1552, but it's 2.39 for weight per day of age. They won't let me do the math, so we're going to trust that that's right. 2.39 weight per day of age.
Well, good morning. I really enjoy kind of hearing those ranches' backstories and their goals that they have with the folks that come and buy those bulls. And as you talk about some high-growth, muscular, performance-oriented cattle with really big scrotums, I think that's a really good pen of bulls that we just saw, an impressive group of red bulls that could certainly add performance to any group of cattle.
Okay, that was class number 2, and then they are an automatic division winner. We're going to hand out clipboards first, right? You didn't tell your husband he brought them in. It wasn't me that did it. Running behind them. That was Taylor Graham that talked the last class, so you can get a kind of an eye on who these guys are. Taylor's in the black hat. John's standing under the projector. Jason's now to my right. Okay. Coleman Limousin now in the ring. First bull in the ring is 86G. 86G is number 1. Average weight on this pin, 1177. 1177. WDA of 3.58. Coleman Limousin Ranch is Larry and Anita, Trent and Melissa. They've been breeding Limousin cattle since 1971. This is their 26th year that the Colemans have exhibited in the Penn and Carload show. Many of you know their genetics, and they've had many champions through this ring. Second bull in the ring is entry 87G. 87G, second bull. The Colemans run 400 head of females and utilize an extensive AI and embryo transplant program. They select for moderate birth weights, above average growth, above average carcass, as well as have a large group of bulls that are homozygous black and homozygous polled. In 2008, Coleman Limousin was named NALF's Commercial Marketing Booster of the Year. Please join them on Tuesday, April the 7th, for their 42nd sale in Missoula, Montana, at the Missoula Livestock Exchange. They will offer 100 fertility-tested bulls with complete performance and ultrasound information. That was 87G. Third bull in the ring, entry 34G. Average weight 3.58, WDA 1177. Colemans offer free delivery, nationwide delivery, and a sight unseen purchase program. Their sale is always broadcast live on DV Auctions. For updated information, visit the Coleman website, www.colemanlimousinranch.com. There'll be videos, pictures, and updated information on their program. Coleman's recently held a very successful female sale that they do biannually. It was held October 4th at Carload, Montana. Those of you who couldn't make it need to plan on the next one. It's a very enjoyable day. And the food was good too, wasn't it, Trent? Redo pin 51. Weights. Please. We're doing some checking on the pin 51 weight per day of age situation. This is pin 52 from Coleman Limousin of Carload, Montana. We do have one great mathematician in the crowd, and we'll bring this out during the divisional championships. The weight on the pin of Yorgas is 3.15. The average weight is 3.15. We do have proof that Jerry Wolf did pass math class, whenever in the world that was, way back when he and I were in math class. He outfigured the computer. Okay. Are you, no, this will be a whole class, so we'll do it. Jason will talk this class.
Thought that was a really good set of black junior bull calves. To me, those cattle sure had some masculinity, but they had some style to them, some length. They're soft and very practical in their design. Had plenty of shape and thickness and hip in them, but this is a really nice set of calves.
Now we have the class with 2 entries. In class 175, first pin in is entry number 53. Entry number 53 comes from Wolf Cattle, Morris, Minnesota. First bull in the ring is 5293G. 5293G is first. Average weight on this pin is 1033, and the average weight per day of age is 3.44. .3 or 1,033 with a 3.44. Got the same problem we had on that other deal. You've got the Wolf Cattle started AI breeding commercial cows to Limousin bulls in 1970, and this year is their 40th year in the Penn and Carload show. Now operating as Wolf Cattle, they feel it's important to have a vested interest in all segments of the cattle industry, from seed stock to commercial producer, to backgrounding, to feedlot, to packer, to consumer. The operation calves out 2,800 cows annually with an extensive AI program, as well as embryo transplanting about 450 embryos a year. Second bull in the ring is 4197G. 4197G. Wolf Cattle is a diversified beef operation headquartered in Morris, Minnesota. The cattle are all housed at their Sandy Ridge Ranch in Atkinson, Nebraska. Third bull in the ring, entry 281G. 281G. They also feed about 75,000 head of Limousin cross cattle each year at their feedlots in Nebraska, South Dakota, and Minnesota, along with many custom lots. Many of the feeder calves are buyback calves from their bull customers. Wolf Cattle is also intensively involved in the dairy industry and provide many sires to that industry to produce more valuable feeding calves from dairy cows. Their beef on dairy program, which is called Breeding to Feeding, produces what has been named beef builders, the Wolf Limousin sired calves from dairy cows. They're working closely with several branded beef programs and have been a steady supplier of premium source and age verified non-hormone treated NHTC and natural cattle for Tyson Fresh Meats. This is the third bull in the ring. This is the first class, entry number 53. And that was 281G. Here's all the bulls. Weight per day of age of 3.44. An average weight of 1,033. The Wolf Cattle program is built around producing quality commercial bulls. They try to breed a balance of all traits that are economically important to the beef production from conception to rail, keeping a balance of both performance and maternal traits and structure while never losing sight of what Limousin cattle do best in making Limousin the carcass breed. They have been collecting data for 38 years, selecting for docility, efficiency, ribeye area, yield grade, and marbling. Wolf Cattle, their 31st annual opportunity sale will be held in 2020 on Thursday, April 9th. That's a little bit of a date move, so those of you who need to take notice, it's Thursday, April the 9th at Sandy Ridge Ranch, Atkinson, Nebraska. Please stop by the pen to sign up or call and get put on the mailing list for a free catalog. Selling over 400 bulls and 30 females. You can always go to www.wolfcattle.com for updates and latest sale information. All cattle are sold fully guaranteed, are fertile and sound breeders. Free trucking to Central Points for cattle purchased throughout their sale. They also sell about 250 private treaty bulls through the year. That was Wolf Cattle, entry 53, with a WDA of 3.44 and an average weight of 1033. Hang on a minute while we get our clipboards set up. Warren.
No, they have.
Oh, they have them.
There's two.
Oh, gotcha. Now in the ring is entry number 54, Simmons Brothers Limousin of Amherst, South Dakota. Simmons Brothers for me. Where was it? Sorry. Simmons Brothers is John, Paul, Warren, and Brad Simmons. Brad's wife Jen, Warren's wife Stephanie, and son Owen. Many of you recognize the Simmons family because they've been raising Limousin cattle from 1970. And 2020 is their 46th year participating in the Penn and Carload show here at the National Western. First bull is 78G. 78G is number one. Average weight on this pen is 1,010. With a WDA of 3.44. The second bull in the ring is 908G. 908G. Simmons Brothers run 300 purebred cows, and they've also feed out between 1,000 and 2,000 head a year, farming with 1,700 acres of corn, bean, and alfalfa. They will buy, partner, or custom feed and market calves out of their bulls. Simmons Brothers focus every year on a balance of performance, carcass, and maternal traits with moderate birth weights. Bulls are marketed throughout their annual production sale. This year it will be the 27th, I believe it is, the Thursday of February. That's correct, 27th. Simmons bulls are sold with an unconditional guarantee throughout their first breeding season. They'll feed. Third bull in the ring is entry 104G. 104G. They also consign bulls to state and regional consignment sales and have bulls available always at private treaty. They are committed to assisting buyers in marketing their calves. John is a past president of South Dakota Limousin Association, Heartland Association, and the National Association Board of Directors. Warren is a past member of the National Board of Directors, past member of the South Dakota Limousin Association Board, and vice president of the South Dakota Cattlemen's Association. Brad is chairman of the local township board. So the Simmonses are involved in everything that goes on in Amherst, South Dakota. WDA 3.44, average weight 1010, 1,010. Third bull in the ring is 104G. This is class 175. You'll get to see how our judging system works. Every class, and it rotates, has 2 judges and a referee. Everybody will place their cards by themselves. The cards will then be compared on the 2 judges. The referee is to break any ties.
Yeah, there's the rated out each separate class.
The gentlemen are turning in their cards. We'll have to have a little calculation here. We will also show you how each judge turned his card in. I think that's what you're doing, isn't it, Allison? That's a highly scientific cover you have on that. Yeah, it's rotated all the way around. You want him to talk or you want to place it? Mr. McCurry will talk. I think, oh. What do you got? Pull on that, John. We'll get it all out from under there. This will give you a good example of how this works, so you guys kind of study this here on.
I think a real competitive class, a lot of give and take on those 2 sets of bulls. Like the depth of body, the Springer rib, the spread in terms of the growth numbers and the cavities in the pen that wins. A little bit concerning from a scrotal perspective. We realize they're younger bulls. We'd like to see a little bigger boost from that regard. I think the second place bulls are probably a more uniform set of cattle, a little longer, leveler spined individuals. Personally, I'd like to see them just a little softer in terms of their general makeup of rib shape, maybe a little wider based at the ground. But a great, really close set of bulls. Congratulations to those exhibitors.
So placings there was entry number 53 first and 54 second. As you see, Judge A and B both agreed, so that placing goes on across. Had they disagreed, it would go to the referee, and he would determine how the placing ends up. But in this class, they both agreed. The referee's placing still noted, and that specification rotates as we go. So it's a different guy each time. This will be a bigger deal as we get into the division champions, those kind of things. Okay, 1 entry in class 176. Also a longtime participant at the Carload show, Luden's Family Limousin of Viborg, South Dakota. Entry number 55 from Luden's Family Limousin, Viborg. First bull in the ring is entry number 158G. 158G, first bull in the ring. Weight on this pin, average weight of 878 with a WDA of 3.17. 3.17 with an average weight of 878. Luden's Family Limousin is the principals are Gordon and Pam Luden, Mike and Sarah Ludens. Luden Family Limousin began breeding Limousin seed stock in 1983, and this is their 18th year that they've exhibited at the National Western. Probably 19th. I've got an undated deal. They live in southeastern South Dakota, where they raise corn and soybeans, along with running about 150 purebred Limousin cows. They concentrate on breeding for docile cattle that are easy calving, maximize muscle and growth. They have a 1,000 head capacity feed yard where they finish their own calves as well as those purchased from bull buyers. Luden's family would like to invite you to their sale. I'll get that new date for you here shortly. Bulls will be ready to be viewed the morning of the sale. It starts at 1 p.m. with complimentary dinner served at 12 p.m. They have consignments also always in the Black Hills Stock Show. Luden's family offers a first-year guarantee, 100% first-year guarantee on all the bulls along with delivery after the sale. Second bull in the ring, entry number 123G. 123G is the second bull in the ring. April 4th is their date this year for their sale. April 4th. Those of you who are checking on all those dates, that's in the back of your calendar. You can write notes back there. These are yours to take home. Write anything you want, anywhere you want. But if you lay them down, Dean Summerbell is going to pick it up and read your notes. So be careful where you leave your sheet. Third bull in the ring, 857G. 857G is the third bull in the ring. WDA 3.17, average weight 878. By default, this will be your Division III Limousin champion pin. Starting with the big bulls, or you can just leave it?
Coleman, and then Wolf, and then Ludens, and then they'll pick a division.
Right. This is Taylor. Taylor will give reasons on this class.
Well, once again, a quality pin that comes to the ring, and I think a real consistent group of cattle that certainly balance up well from the side and good in terms of structural integrity. As you step in behind them, I hope those bulls, in some cases, could just mature into a little notch more rib shape and expansiveness to their center cavity, but some cattle that you have to appreciate from the side and as far as structural integrity as well.
As they get their cards and clipboards all worked out, we're going to bring back the first division. That's Running Creek Ranch of Elizabeth, Colorado. There we go. We're going to do Division 3. I've stand corrected.
Oh, wait a second. I gave you the wrong card. Can you bring him back here? Doug?
This Division III championship, first pin in the ring will be Coleman Limousin of Charlotte, Montana. Weight per day of age, 1177. Average weight, 3.58. Coleman sale will be April the 7th at Missoula Livestock. Contact Sonny Booth for the best steakhouses in the Missoula area. We know exactly where they're at, don't we, Sonny? That was Coleman Limousin Ranch with a WDA of 1177, average weight at 3.58, entry 52. Now entering the ring, class winner from Class 175, Wolf Cattle, Morris, Minnesota, entry number 53, WDA of 344, average weight of 1033. We're continuing a long-standing tradition here at the Pin and Carload Show of the Breeders' Choice Awards. You get to be the judge. Breeders' Choice ballots are in the back of your magazine of your program. We'll fill those out here in a minute. Many of the breeders would prefer to win the Breeders' Choice ballot over the judge's pick, so make sure you vote. Vote early, vote often. Once again, this Wolf Cattle, 3.44 WDA, average weight at 1033. The next pin in the ring, entry number 55 out of Class 176, shown by Luden Family Limousine of Viborg, South Dakota. WDA at 3.17 with an average weight of 878. These are your three entrants in Division III champion pin. Judges will turn in their clipboards. Are you sure that's OSHA approved, you calling up that thing every day? You do a really good job of doing it, though. I'm sure the new arena will have a much fancier thing in it.
Congratulations on a really good division of bull calves. We're unanimous in how we selected these. To me, the February bull calves, those are the ones that just really caught my eye when they came in. They're masculine, they're uniform, they got some style to them, they're really good bodied, they're square hip, they're really good off both ends of their skeleton. To me, that they won that relatively easy. For reserve, really like that second pin of bulls too. The red bull in there really caught my eye when he came in. Bulls that have a good spread from birth to yearling, they're really good in their body and they got plenty of shape. They're maybe not quite as masculine headed right now, and I realize they're a month younger too, but maybe just not quite as masculine and stout overall and quite as stylish, and maybe not as square off their hind legs as the ones that won, but both really good sets of bulls.
Thank you, Judge Barber. First Division III champion pin was entry number 52 from Coleman Limousin Ranch of Charlotte, Montana. Reserve Division, entry number 53, shown by Wolf Cattle of Morris, Minnesota. Now, if I'm on the right page, we're doing champion pin. First entry in is empty. But it looks a lot like Joey Friend. Running Creek Ranch of Elizabeth, Colorado, with entry number 50 out of Division I. That pin had a weight per day of age of 2.96 with a WDA of 1915.
Hey, Mark, can you tell people Stephanie and Allison will pick up the People's Choice?
This is your big moment. Stephanie and Allison are going to go up and down the aisles to pick up the People's Choice ballots. So get them filled out, and we'll get them collected here in a minute. Pass them to a center, unless you don't trust the guy next to you. In that case, you'll have to go by yourself. Running Creek Ranch, entry number 50, WDA 1915, average weight 2.96. This is the pin from Running Creek Ranch, entry number 50. Running Creek would love to have you come out, look bulls private treaty, spend the day with Joey and Casey and the crew. It's a day you'll never forget, I guarantee it. You'll see more good cattle in one place than about anywhere in America. They might even show you a horse or two while they're out there. Okay, that was Running Creek. Second pin in the ring, your class winners and division champions from Division 2. Entry number 51, J. Yorga Farms, Flintoff, Saskatchewan. Y'all didn't know we were having an international show here today. Fall bulls with an average weight of 1552 and a Jerry Wolf verified WDA of 3.15. 3.15 on a WDA. Those of you considering stops and breaks in the action today, there will be a short break while we take pictures of this division of the purebred pin winners. So there's a break upcoming in the action here in 5-10 minutes. That was the group from J. Yorga, Flintoff, Saskatchewan. Now entering the ring, entry number 52, our Division III winners from Coleman Limousin Ranch, Carload, Montana. This pin had a WDA of 3.58 and an average weight of 1177, your Division III champions. I don't know. As there is a reserve in this division, that should this class entrance win the pin, that pin becomes eligible for reserve. So those of you wondering, that's how this works. This is the pin from Coleman Limousin Ranch, Carload, Montana. 3.58 WDA, average weight 1177. Please be filling out your People's Choice ballots, or have you already done that and collected them? Did I miss that? Okay, looks like Tom Vaughn still got his, so we'll collect in a minute. We got to have Allison crawl up the fence first, so we can't have her collecting all at the same time. So before we give our, first let's give a large round of applause to our champion Limousin pin. Entry number 52 from Coleman Limousin Ranch in Charlotte, Montana. And that little thing we were just talking about now comes into effect. So the second place pin will come in to be considered for reserve. This is the second place pin from that division, pin number 53, shown by Wolf Cattle of Morris, Minnesota. And it may take us a minute to get them. Here they come. This is your reserve Division 3, Wolf Cattle, Morris, Minnesota, WDA 3.44, an average weight of 1,033. Wow. Kevin Oshner's gathering ballots. We're not real sure who's going to count them since he's gathering them, but you are also not covered by OSHA, so don't fall down the stairs. Okay. Your reserve champion, Running Creek Ranches, Elizabeth, Colorado, entry number 50. Let's have a large round of applause for Running Creek. Coming out of Division 1. It will take us a minute while they're shooting pictures to tabulate the breeder's choice. Those of you who drank too much coffee this morning, you are now excused. Anybody that's got a heater in their truck, bring it inside. We could use it. RC, are you going after coffee? Please. Black. No going to Starbucks either, somewhere closer than that. Okay. Ron Cunningham brought me coffee. He gets a kudos. Let's give a big round of applause to the NWSS staff and the NWSS juniors. They're doing all the outback weigh-in, getting the cattle in and out, and the record keeping. Let's give a big round of applause to the NWSS staff and NWSS juniors. I think we got a big enough crowd. The judges were let off the hook. The People's Choice champion were also the Coleman pin, entry number 53, I believe, or 52. Entry 52 was the People's Choice champion. So a big round of applause for Coleman's on the People's Choice pin of 3. And the world goes on. 56 is an out. 56 has scratched. So those of you who thought that looked like John Pence standing down here to my left, that is not John Pence. That is Bruce Lawrence. And Bruce Lawrence is ably assisted today by Amber Parkinson. I was told different, but I know Amber from Tucker, so. This is Amber and Bruce Lawrence, Amber Parkinson and Bruce Lawrence. Entry number 57, Bull 8307. Bull 8307. These are September bulls. Average weight 1657. Average the WDA is 3.42. Average weight 1657, WDA 3.42, Bull 8307 in the ring. Lawrence Family Limousine comes from Anton, Texas. They got their start in 1988, and this is their probably 4th year now exhibiting in the Penn and Carload show here in National Western. They run 280 registered limousine and Limflex cows and sell 60 to 80 bulls annually. They also run a commercial program and have an extensive embryo transplant program where they do 50 to 60 embryo transplants per year. They select cattle that stay strong in birth weight, weaning weight, and yearling weight, pay close attention to carcass traits and docility, working very hard to not single trait select anywhere. Second bull in the ring is entry 8305. 8305 for Lawrence Family Limousine. Bruce is a current member of the NWSS board and has served 2 terms as the Texas Limousine president. Lawrence Family Limousine markets bulls in the Coyote Hills Hall Bull Sale this year on March 14th. They also sell 100 bulls. That sale has 100 bulls, all black and all polled. They also sell bulls in consignment sales in Texas, Oklahoma, including the Fort Worth Stock Show here in a couple weeks. They stand behind their limousine product, behind all bulls and females, and work to help their customer find markets for their calves. Third bull in the ring, 8308. 8308 is your third bull in the ring. These bulls are all Septembers. WDA at 3.42, an average weight 1657. They're the lone entry in Class 273 and the lone entry in Division 1, Limflex champion pin. Judge McCurry.
As these 3 come back in, I think here's 3 really unique and high-quality individuals from a balance perspective. And as you turn to the paper, they have some unique attributes there in terms of 2 of those bulls being extremely high growth, and the third individual being an extreme Cavanese type of an individual. I think bulls that offer a lot of value in different markets and different avenues within your breed here. But I think all 3 of these bulls are extremely high quality, very respectable individuals. Give a round of applause to this exhibitor. Congratulations.
We had total agreement on that class. Entry number 57, shown by Lawrence Family Limousin, Anton, Texas. Get a Lonely Valley card again. Okay, turning over in your program, first entry, here's John Pence. Entry number 58 from Magnus Knight and Cattle Company, Platteville, Colorado. First bull in the ring, entry number 198G. 198G. This pin has an average weight of 1307 and a WDA of 3.70. Magnus Land and Cattle from Platteville, Colorado. The principals are Gary Magnus, John Pence, Kirk Johansson, Austin Gottschalk, Jim Harrell, and Mike Hathaway. Magnus Land and Cattle have been in the limousine business since 1981 and have exhibited cattle successfully in the yards for over 20 years. Magnus Land and Cattle sell over 300 limousine and Limflex bulls annually. Second bull in the ring, 282G. 282G. These are all, January and February bulls. Magnus's hosts 4 sales a year. This year they're having a bull sale March 22nd in Miami, Oklahoma, a bull sale on April the 4th in Loma, Colorado. Make that addition to your sale dates in the back of your catalog. April 4th, Loma, Colorado. A cow sale in October, and the elite female sale where they hosted us all very successfully the other night at the National Western. Second bull in the ring, 282G. Magnus is select for reasonable birth weight, structural soundness and correctness, volume, and above average muscling and marbling. All pin and carload bulls are available in the March 22nd sale in Miami, Oklahoma. Bulls are also available private treaty and in volume from the ranch in Platteville. All bulls are DNA tested, ultrasounded, gain tested, and Magnus's offer a unique 100% breeding season guarantee. Third bull in the ring, entry 153G. 153G. Average weight on this pin, 1307, WDA 3.70. 1307, 3.70. You'll get to vote again for the champion Limflex pin of Breeder's Choice, People's Choice. So take good notes. This is the Magnus Land and Cattle pin, entry number 58. Your next entry, entry number 59, shown by Lonely Valley Limousin of Creston, Nebraska. This is that class I was telling you about. They are showing their alternate. He'll be the second bull in. First bull in is 9104G. 9104G from Lonely Valley, entry number 59. WDA 3.35. Average weight 1190. Lonely Valley seed stock. The principals at Creston, Nebraska are Stan, Mike, Mark, Dean, Reed, Alex, and Chad Secchi. The Secchi family have been raising Limousin cattle in Creston since 1983, and this is their 25th year exhibiting in the Pin and Carload show at National Western. Second bull, this is still the first bull in the ring. First bull, 9104G. Lonely Valley runs 650 purebred Limousin and Limflex Angus cows and produce corn and soybeans. They select for moderate birth weight, high yearling weight, milk, scrotal, docility, and marbling. These bulls will be highlighted in their 29th annual Keep in Kind Bull Sale on Leap Year Day, February 29th, at the ranch in Creston, Nebraska. They put a special day in the calendar this year for the Lonely Valley sale. Featuring 80 head of bulls. Bulls will be sold with an unconditional guarantee. Chad is a past president of the North American Limousin Foundation. And before he got too busy to join us, Dean was a past president of the Limousin Association. Second bull in the ring is the alternate, 9105. 9105. WDA 3.35, average weight 1190. Third bull in the ring, entry number 43G. 43G from Lonely Valley Limousin. Once again, our judges today are Mr. Taylor Graham from Miami, Oklahoma. Taylor's over here in the black hat. Mr. John McCurry from Barton, Kansas. John's in the middle position right at the moment. And Mr. Jason Barber from Fort Worth, Texas. To my right, your left. One last look at Lonely Valley Limousin, entry 59. WDA 3.35, average weight 1190. Your next entry be entry number 60 from Wolf Cattle, Morris, Minnesota, and Atkinson, Nebraska. Entry number 60, first bull in the ring, T937G. T937G is your first bull in the ring. These bulls average weight 1250, WDA 3.47. 1250 and 3.47. Don't forget, the Wolf Cattle Sale will be April 9th at Sandy Ridge Ranch, Atkinson, Nebraska. At this time, most of the bridges are rebuilt. You can get there again. Second bull in the ring, T916G. T916G is your second bull in the ring. Final bull for Wolf Cattle, entry number T922G. T922G. Like that name, Gunfighter. This is the entry from Wolf Cattle, entry number 60, 1250 weight, 3.47. In the ring today, Casey Fana to my left, and the world's #1 hat rack maker, Wiley Fana, on my right. Rumor is Wiley's going into hat rack making business. They've kind of been averaging around $2,500 apiece. This is our final entrant in Class 274A. Taylor will talk this class. I may have it off there, Taylor.
Well, a heck of a way to start into our Limb Flex show, and I think as you take a look through your data on those 9 individuals, I think there's a lot of use that can go along with any of those bulls. You've got calving ease bulls, you've got high growth bulls, and as we talk the first pen of bulls that win your class, I really like the scrotal size on those bulls at their age. I think that that's a really, really high quality set of bulls as they cross the ring and structural integrity. And there's some individuals in there that I think can really do a lot of things. It was close with us as the judges as we talk after we turn in our cards. And as you can see there on the screen, I thought second and third was really close. And they're close in a good way and that they're both really good pins of bulls. I thought there was a notch more consistency there with your red ones than there were in some of our, in that black bull pin that ends up second into your ring. I think there's an individual in there that's really outstanding, but quite a class of Limousin bulls and a great way to start into our flex show.
Thank you, Taylor. First place goes to entry number 58 by Magnus Land and Cattle of Platteville, Colorado. Second place goes to entry number 60, Wolf Cattle, Morris, Minnesota, Atkinson, Nebraska. And third place goes to Lonely Valley Limousin of Creston, Nebraska, entry number 59. We'll go right on into class 274B. 274B, first entrance. First time we've seen them today. The entry from Hager Cattle Company, Carlsruhe, North Dakota. First bull in the ring, G264. First bull, entry G264. This pin weighs 1135 for an average and 3.44. Very popular WDA today. First bull, 264G. The principals at Hager Cattle Company in Carlsruhe, Austin, Leah, Bailey, Pitch, Tripp, and Remy. If you want some cowboying done, you call that bunch at Carlsruhe. They'll get it done for you. Hager Cattle Company got their start in 1992, and this year is their 14th year in the Pin and Carload show here at National Western. They run 750 registered and commercial cows on shortgrass country in north central North Dakota. They select cattle for low birth weight, high growth, maternal capability, docility, and carcass quality, while demanding a sound and functional phenotype. Austin is on his second term on the NALF Board of Directors. He's a member of the Emerging Leaders Academy Alumni Group and the North Dakota Limousin Association, along with being a member of the North Dakota Stockmen's Association. These bulls will highlight their bull sale on April 14th at the ranch in Carlsruhe. You need to write down, this is a new date and location. They've built a new sale barn at the farm. It's tremendous. And we're going to sell the bulls on April the 14th in Carlsruhe, North Dakota. It'll feature 100 purebred and Limousin purebred and Limflex bulls with full performance and ultrasound data that are all semen tested and come with a 1-year breeding guarantee. Each bull lot will have videos available, and you can check them out on the sale if you don't want to run to Carlsruhe. But it's a beautiful trip. Go on up. They can be found on their website at hagercattlecompany.com. So note that new sale date, April 14th, the ranch, Carlsruhe, North Dakota. Second bull in the ring, entry 376G. 376G is your second bull in the ring. This is entry 61. This bull is entry 7070. 7070, third bull in the ring. Average weight, 1135, WDA, 3.44. Austin's working with one of those new show sticks that they're letting out these days. It's got 2 pieces to it. You didn't do that to yours, did you, Pitch? That's the pin from Hager Cattle Company, entry number 61. Please note that new sale date, April 14th at Carlsruhe at the ranch. Now entering the ring, entry number 62. Good morning, Mr. Lewis. First bull in the ring, G40. Entry number G40 is your first bull in the ring. Average weight on this pin, 1158. WDA, 3.43. 3.43 with an average weight of 1158. Lewis Family Limousine Farms are from Iliff, Colorado. Those of you running down 76, you'll notice the Iliff, Colorado sign. Looks like a lot of I's and an F. First bull in the ring is 40G. The principals at the Lewis Family Limousine are Matt and Wendy. Their children, Kaylee, Riley, Kinley, and Haley. They're a family-owned and operated registered cattle and diversified farming operation located in northeastern Colorado. They operate Lewis Limousine in conjunction with Wendy's parents, Ken and Bonnie Amon, and the Amon Angus Farms. Sell about 100 bulls, private treaty, every year. Matt had 3 really good bulls last night in the online Carload bull sale. Lewis Limousine been raising limousine cattle since 1972. Second bull in the ring, entry 62G. 62G. Their program focuses on the utmost importance on the traits that offer convenience and maternal value, including calving ease, longevity, fleshing ability, soundness, udder quality, docility, and fertility. All bulls are raised on mother's milk and grass with no creep feed, and are produced to provide optimal performance and carcass merit. They strive to meet the production goals of their customers, whether they're selling at weaning or retaining ownership through feedlot and various harvesting phases. All bulls have ultrasound scan data, genomically enhanced EPDs, and will be fertility tested with a first season breeding guarantee. As I said, several of these bulls did sell last night very successfully, but Matt has more bulls just like him at home. Matt's kind of like Alabama. He doesn't rebuild, he just refills. Third bull in the ring, G10G, will be coming in a minute. G10G in the ring from Lewis Limousine, entry number 62. There are 3 entries to this. This is the second entry in our class. We'll have one more. Plan on stopping by Limousin on your way out of town on Interstate 76. The metropolis of Iliff would be glad to have you. You might want to stop in Sterling right before you get there, though. Okay. Finishing out our finishing out this class, entry number 63 from Coleman, Limousin, Charlotte, Montana. First bull in the ring is 12G. 12G, first bull in the ring. This pin has a WDA of 4.06, 4.06, with an average weight of 1347. Entry number 63, Coleman, Limousin. Bull number 12G. Coleman sale will be April the 7th. April the 7th at Missoula Livestock. Build it so I can put all this stuff over here on this side. Just for me, build it. I'll tell you after. I'm going to make an announcer's copy. But take all this stuff and put it over here. Because I don't need all this stuff. We'll just print one of them. Okay, exiting the ring, entry number 12G. Second bull in the ring, entry number 45G. 45G from Coleman, Limousin, entry 63, class 274B. This is 45G. Glacier, named after the state park just north of Charlotte, Montana. When we get to the W's, I want to name one whitefish. Third bull in the ring, entry 48G. 48G from Coleman, Limousin. Plan to be with Coleman's April 7th for their 42nd annual sale. They were having them before Trent was even born. Here's your Coleman pin, 1347 with a WDA of 4.06. Judges will deliberate. That's the third and final entry in Class 274B. 274B. Got lots of wheels spinning up here. We're having an audit. The law firm of Anderson, Anderson, and Anderson is having an audit. So now we're going to have Judge. Are you going to talk, Jason?
There's really three really good entries in that class. Certainly some differences in types and kinds, but three high-quality sets. The one that we ended up selling with, to me, was the most fault-free set. That was the second class in this division. Those bulls struck me as the highest quality. They were the freshest. They were very well presented. Just really fault-free bulls. They're very good in their EPD profile as well. The bulls that we elected to have second in that class were no doubt the performance bulls. They had the weight, the WDA, and they were very high in their growth genomic profile as well. To us, maybe the leadoff bull on that one, like to see him a little bit bigger scrotaled relative to the rest of them. Maybe just a bit harsher about his rib, but there's no doubt a very good set of bulls that had the most muscle and had the most stoutness in that class. It rounded out with a set of bulls that really probably followed our class winners a little closer, ones that were really good quality, fault-free, very good in their body, maybe just not as good in their spread and just overall stoutness and power to go up any higher in the class, though.
Had a little handwriting issue there, so we got it straightened around. First place goes to entry number 62 from Lewis Limousin Farms of Iliff, Colorado. Second place went to entry number 63, Coleman Limousin Ranch, Charlotte, Montana. And third place went to Hager Cattle Company with entry number 61. So Austin's back in here, going to run at him again with entry number 64. This is Hager's entry number 64, the first one in class 275. First bull in the ring is 215. This class weighs 1140 with a WDA of 3.51. 3.51 and 1140. Entry number 64 for Hager Cattle Company, Karlsruhe, North Dakota. Second bull in the ring from Hager's, entry 252, 252 G. Second bull in the ring. Okay, so the wolf will move. Is that the deal? Those of you, well, we'll get to it in a minute. Second bull of Hager's, 252. Third bull in the ring, 265G. 265G, third bull in the ring for Hager's. entry 64. WDA on this pin, 3.51. Average weight, 1140. These bulls all sell at Hager's new sale site on April 14th in Carlsruhe, North Dakota. Entry 64, WDA 3.51, average weight 1140. Okie doke, here we go. Next in the ring, entry number 65 from Hunt Limousin Ranch, Oxford, Nebraska. First bull in the ring, 01G. 01G from Hunt Limousin. This is our first viewing of Hunt Limousin Ranch. Charlie and Nancy Hunt, Dan, Melinda, Jenna, Adeline, and Houston Hunt. Charlie brought his first black limousine bull, King Tut, in 1979. Charlie and I flew down there and shot his picture. Remember that day, Charlie? King Tut was one of the first black bulls in the limousine business. Charlie used him to breed his black baldy cows. Hunt's displayed cattle first in front of the Exchange Building in 1981. Hunt Limousin Ranch is family-owned and family-operated, diversified ranching operation. Females on the Hunt Ranch work for a living. They graze on buffalo grass in the summer, corn stalks in the winter, with very minimal supplement. Calves are not creep fed, showing which females are good producers, giving the most pounds of beef on their own. The Hunt family farms around 2,500 acres of crop, corn, soybeans, wheat, and alfalfa, and manage 4,500 acres of pasture land. Second bull in the ring is 81G. 81G is your second bull in the ring. Hunt selection priorities are first and foremost disposition, followed by performance and calving ease, all traits that help with their commercial bull customers make money by raising calves that top the market. Charlie and Dan take pride in providing excellent customer service with relaxed style of private treaty sales, as well as a solid calf buyback program. They also offer unconditional first-year guarantee, volume discounts, free board and delivery, and genomically enhanced EPDs. The Hunt Limousin Ranch have been enrolled in the LIMS program since 2012, providing honest data with large contemporary groups to increase their EPD accuracy. Third bull in the ring, 34G. 34G from Hunt Limousin. The WDA on this pin is 3.40 with an average weight of 1125. Charlie, to my right, has been honored by being inducted in the Nebraska Cattlemen's Hall of Fame, as well as the outstanding seed stock member of the Nebraska Cattlemen's Association. He was also the very first recipient of NWSS Commercial Supporter of the Year. Past board member, Dan is a current board member. I'm not going to tell him that. Charlie just turned 80 years old, still showing bulls in the yards, keeping Dan out of trouble. All bulls are for sale private treaty, and there's 80 more bulls available private treaty at the ranch. You can also go to Hunts and buy registered or F1 females anytime throughout the year. They're going to guarantee you that their customers are satisfied with every animal carrying the HUNT prefix. Hunt Limousin, entry number 65, WDA at 3.40, average weight 1125. This entry leaving the ring, Hunt Limousin, Oxford, Nebraska. Okay. So, those of you following along, kind of for the moment, put aside that Division II Limflex deal because we have one more entry in this class. Entry 275, or entry 66, also goes into this Division II. So wolf cattle, we've kind of had a little program glitch here. And the wolf cattle, first bull in the ring, will be entry 5032G. 5032G from wolf cattle. Average weight on this pin, 1,000 pounds. WDA, 3.38. And they're really good when they get here in a moment. Mark's going to tell jokes for a few minutes. Mark Anderson is. I did. I know many of you are thinking about taking those lovely, comfortable chairs with you home since this is the last year of the stock show. If you haven't noticed, there's signs all over the grounds that you will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law if you remove things from this soon-to-be-destroyed situation. So no taking chairs home. Holloway'd really like to have his. He sat in it for 43 years there, right that same spot. He says it never has been a warm chair ever since he sat in it. If any of you are needing auctioneers or fieldmen, we have row 3 loaded with them. We're pleased to be joined today by Alan Sears, this year's honoree in the Marketeers Hall of Fame. Tip your hat, Alan. Alan's an old Limousin enthusiast. He's being honored this year. He may not think it's an honor when it's done. They kind of do a roast on that thing. You'll all notice they're not asking me to do late night TV anywhere. Ha! We have bulls. First bull in the ring, 5032G. This is the Wolf Cattle Pin, a WDA of 3.38, an average weight of 1,000 pounds. First bull, 3052G. Once again, these bulls all sell in the Wolf sale. April the 9th, I believe it is. April 9th. Second bull in the ring, 4063G. 4063G. Second bull. We are doing the hamburger feed, right?
Yeah, it was supposed to be noon.
I know.
Yep, we are.
Another annual tradition continues today. We'll do a hamburger feed this afternoon, or here about noon, here in this building. Looks to me like they're starting to bring some stuff in, so don't be going out and buying any Beyond Impossible burgers. We've got some real burgers coming to you here in just a little while. Second bull, 4063G. Third bull in the ring, 4073G. 4073G, your third bull in the ring. This pin weighs 1,000 pounds even, average, with a 3.38 weight per day of age. This will be the last class, or the last entry in this class, let's put it that way. Well, also the last class in Division II. There's 3 entries in this class. In a true testament to how good that class was, I want you all to study the cards up there. It's about diversity in judges and quality of cattle. So the final placing is first place, entry number 65, right? 66. 66. First place in that class goes to entry number 66, shown by Wolf Cattle of Morris, Minnesota. Second place goes to entry number 65, shown by Hunt Limousin. And third place goes to entry number 64, shown by Hager Cattle Company. They all had friends on the board, though. Once again, the AB judges and referee are drawn by chance. So now they've got their division cards, right? We're now going to bring back the first place animals for Division 2. First one in Division 2 is, I'm not back far enough. That's not right. There they are. Okay, I'm just trying to find it. There we go. Entry 58 from Magnus Land and Cattle. Weight of 1307. WDA 3.70. 1307, 3.70 for entry number 58 from Magnus Land and Cattle of Platteville. Okay. That's right, Matt Lewis. Okay, here's your first place entry from Class 274B, entry number 62, Lewis Limousin Farms of Iliff, Colorado. Average weight 1158, WDA of 3.43. Lewis Limousin, entry number 62, first in Class 274B. That's your first place entry from 274B, entry 62, Lewis Limousin, WDA 3.43, average weight 1158. And here's your entry from Wolf Cattle, entry number 66. Entry 66. Out of Class 274B. Average weight, 1,000 pounds. WDA, 3.38. In case you all wonder why we wait sometimes, it's kind of like Grand Central Station out here to my right. We have to exit bulls, enter bulls. So that's your pin from Wolf Cattle, entry 66. Judges are turning in cards for Division II Limflex Champion. You have 2 more pins, and you can start studying your notes for People's Choice.
This is actually Division I, isn't it? Champion?
No, Bruce won that.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I read it wrong. I took my glasses off.
Don't take that thing literally up there. That's the champion placing. As you all know, the way we do this is the second gets to come back, but we had to have the cards all filled out to make sure we didn't have a problem. So I'm explaining that away. Just we're going to bring a reserve back, second in class back to handle this. We needed the cards placed, though, to make it official. So these guys have a memory like a steel trap. They're in good shape. Second in this class is coming back from hang on. This is Wolf's, isn't it? Yeah. Here comes the second in that class is entry number 60 from Wolf Cattle, Morris, Minnesota. While they're looking, it is obvious the champion in Division 3 was entry number 58, shown by Magnus Land and Cattle, Platteville, Colorado. You'll see that pin here in a minute when we do Grand Champion. This is showing now for reserve, and this is the entry number 60 from Wolf Cattle, Morris, Minnesota, 1250 weight, 3.47 WDA. Above our pay grade. Your reserve champion is entry number 62 from Lewis Limousin Farms of Iliff, Colorado. Taylor will do the honors.
Well, certainly an impressive division. My compliments to the breeders and owners in the back, and I hope there's some customers there in the stands because I think you really could find some really good individuals throughout all of those pens represented by some extremely good firms. You saw a little bit of distinction amongst us as to how we placed them and which pens we liked, and I think that's a compliment to you all in your show and the quality you brought in front of us. An outstanding pen that wins that division, a really good one that goes there into reserve, and it was a deep set of bulls there in your division. We're looking forward here to the last one, and then we'll get into your champions. Thank you.
Thank you, Taylor. So once again, that was 58 and 62. So now we move on to Division 3, Class 276. All the way from Elizabeth, Colorado. Welcome in your hearts and minds, Running Creek Ranch. First bull, entry 221G. 221G. Average weight on this pin, 1057. WDA of 3.68. 368 on your WDA. Entry 67. Second bull, entry 187G. 187G, second bull for entry 67. This is the pin from Running Creek, Elizabeth, Colorado, 187G. Third bull in the ring, 297G. Pin from Running Creek, entry 67, WDA a 3.68, average weight a 1057. There will be 2 entries in this class. There you go. Running Creeks, entry 67. Now coming into the ring, our last pin, entry number 68, shown by Lawrence Family Limousin. Lawrence Family has a new manager on this pin, Tucker Parkinson. Tucker, are some of these bulls yours? How many? 2 of them? You'll notice the difference in prefixes here. That's perfectly legal, perfectly all right, because Tucker is the grandson of the head man there, Bruce Lawrence. This is Tucker's first year to show at the National Western Independent Carload Show. He's no stranger to many of you when they're on a halter. 2 of these bulls are Tucker's. This happens to be one of them, 9058G. 9058G. This pin weighs 1075, with a WDA of 4.10. 4.10, weighing 1075, shown by Lawrence Family Limousine of Anton, Texas. We got all three generations of Lawrence family in the ring today. Second bull to the ring, 9054G, 9054G. And your third bull in the ring, 9066G. 9066G, shown by Lawrence Family Limousine, Anton, Texas. Let's give a big round of applause to all these families and multi-generational showmen. Here's your three bulls from entry 68 with an average weight of 1075 and a WDA of 4.10, shown by Lawrence Family Limousine. It's a good thing you had your bulls here, Tucker. They needed them. Two entries in that class. They'll be your champion in reserve Division III, however they end up being placed. Then we'll go on for champion pin. Be considering your People's Choice Award winners. Judge Barber will talk this class. First place goes to entry number 68, shown by Lawrence Family Limousine. Second place goes to entry number 67, shown by Running Creek Ranch. Take it away, Judge.
Two entries in this division. The one out of the second class is going to be our division champion. Very, very high quality set of bulls. I raise registered seed stock myself, and in my mind, I like the cattle to have as much look as they possibly can while still maintaining functionality and keeping in mind that our end product goes to the commercial world. But Those bulls had extremely high quality. They're masculine. They're great in their lines. They've really got that sweep to their belly. They've got plenty of thickness through their quarter, square on their feet and legs. The bulls that were reserved appreciate the length of body in them and the belly in them. They've got plenty of shape, but just not going to be quite as fresh and quite as eye-appealing as the ones that beat them.
Thank you. Okay. Lunch is going to be ready, but we'll have this champion in a minute, and then we'll break for pictures. So you all stay right in your seats right there. First place, coming back for champion Limflex pin, out of Division I, entry number 57. Now you all just remember that the Lawrence family Limousin just won the last class, so they're all running around out back trying to get over to this side so they can grab a whole different set of bulls and bring them in this side. And if you've ever seen Bruce run, it may take us a little while to get everything moved back and forth. Tell from here. It smells like it.
That's what I thought I smelled.
They brought something up. I can see the bread and all that stuff, but I can't. Okay. See? They got everything sorted around. First place out of Division I, or Division I champion, from Lawrence Family Limousin, entry 57. This pin at an average weight of 1657 and a WDA of 3.42. 342 and 1657, exhibited by Lawrence Family Limousin, Anton, Texas. Be preparing your People's Choice ballots while we're doing that. Looks like it might be pretty close to me from where I'm sitting. There you go. Entry 57, Lawrence Family Limousin, Anton, Texas. Good thinking, Bruce. Go that way instead of that way. Here's your class winners class winners and division champions from Division 2. Entry 58, Magnus Land and Cattle, Platteville, Colorado. Average weight on this pin, 1307. WDA, 3.70. Entry 58, Magnus Land and Cattle, Platteville, out of Division 2. The reserve of each of these divisions will get to come back in if they're needed. All righty, there you go. Entry 58, average weight 1307, WDA 3.70 from Magnus Land and Cattle, Platteville, Colorado. And the winners now coming from Division 3, entry number 68 from Lawrence Family Limousin, Anton, Texas. This pin of bulls had an average weight of 1075 and a WDA of 410. 1075 and 410. Be marking and passing your cards down to one of the center alleys for People's Choice. Just like driving the Titanic, Bruce got them all sorted and got them in the right spot. This is entry number 68. 68 with an average WDA of 410, average weight of 1075. Lawrence Family Limousin. While we're studying that, go to the back of your catalog where you're pulling out your ballot. Join me in a large round of applause for our food sponsors for this year and many of the past years, Magnus Land and Cattle Company of Platteville, Colorado, and Wolf Cattle of Morris, Minnesota, and Atkinson, Nebraska. They've done this forever. It's one of the best deals in the yards. So I can announce that. Speaking of Magnus Land and Cattle, your champion Limflex pin goes to entry number 58. 58, Magnus Land and Cattle on champion Limflex pin. Congratulations. We're bringing back a second out of that group, which by my notes is pin 60, I hope. Is that right, Holloway? Oh, it is wrong. No, it's Matt Lewis. Pin 62. Pin 62. Lewis Limousin. Average weight on that pin was 1158. WDA a 3.43. Second, or the reserve division, Division 2. First place out of class 274B. You want them to, is somebody collecting ballots?
Yeah, kind of say Allison and Steph will be collecting ballots.
Allison and Steph will be collecting ballots. Kevin Oshner might even be running around. I'd send Dean Summerbell, but we got to get it done yet today.
Mark.
This is the pin, the Reserve Division 2's class winners from Class 274B, shown by Lewis Limousin Farms of Iliff, Colorado. Entry number 62. Yeah. Did you find any ballots out there, girls? Oh, Bruce's old pen. Bruce's big pen. Unanimous decision. Reserve goes to entry number 57, Lawrence Family Limousine of Anton, Texas, on their September Bulls. Let's have a round of applause for the Reserve champion Limflex pin. Okay, lunch is up there. Feel free to have all you can eat. Thanks again to Magnus Land and Cattle Company of Platteville, Wolf Cattle from Morris, Minnesota, Atkinson, Nebraska, all points north of North Platte. So once again, the judges and the People's Choice are the same. People's Choice goes to entry number 58, Magnus Land and Cattle, Platteville, Colorado. Congratulations to those guys. We'll announce it again when we get everybody back in here. Please go up and have lunch if you have another one, if there's room up there. As you can tell, the bunch that just had champion pin have the first carload. We're shooting pictures. We're juggling halters. Give us a minute. We'll get everything back in here. Yes. God damn, it's getting colder out there instead of warmer. Might have to thaw all this out. Don't forget, this is day 3 of, or is it day 4? Day 3, I think. This is day 4 of the 30 days of gun drawing. We're going to draw one here in just a little while. So those of you that have a ticket will be more than enthused. We'll do another gun drawing. The rest of them will be done on Facebook, or what do you know? Days 5 through 30, whatever those are, will all be done on Facebook. So keep an eye to the NALF site. Nicholas is needing another gun, or 3. You can never have too many, can you, Nicholas? All junior enthusiasts, we're about to have a drawing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to draw the fourth gun of the 30 guns in 30 days. Today is a Marlin Model 60-22 long rifle. So let's see what we get. Go ahead and pull, Tucker. Tab Odell from Eureka, Kansas.
There you go. Write it down. That means my one ticket's still good in there. Let's have a big round of applause for Magnus Land and Cattle from Platteville and Wolf Cattle from Morris and Atkinson for that, once again, that great lunch. I don't know how many years they've been doing that. It's a long time. It's nice to come and know you're going to get a good lunch. As many of you have noticed, we've got one carload today. So we're going to have a little fun. We're going to bring these bulls in one at a time. We want everybody to look at them. I've talked to my esteemed judges. We know who's got champion carload, but we're going to pick the best bull out of that champion carload. We're going to have you fill out 1, 2, and 3 on your People's Choice deal, which bull you like. We're going to study them. We're going to get all the various opinions together. We're going to have this little cow show. So kind of get your thinking caps on. Get ready to turn in a ballot. We're going to display some really good Limousin carload bulls to you here in about 3 seconds. I didn't have permission for that. I just decided to do it. I want you to judge phenotype, genotype, selling ability. We're going to learn something today. Booth, let me have my judge. Yeah. I've been waiting 40 years to have the microphone and you not have one. Now I got it. Okay, you're going to find me a 1, 2, and 3 bull, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Magnus's carload, first bull in the ring, 186G. 186G from Magnus Land and Cattle. This carload is almost all January and February's. Average weight on this carload, 1256. WDA, 355. I think it's interesting if you look at this load, there are 7 sires represented in this carload and 10 dams. So it's very interesting that if you're telling me there's only one bull you can breed to in this breed, I think you're wrong. Bull in the ring is 186G. Second bull in the ring, 173G. 173G. Second bull in the ring, 173G. These bulls all sell in Magnus's Oklahoma sale in Miami, Oklahoma on March 22nd. Magnus's also have a bull sale in Loma, Colorado on April the 4th. Third bull in the ring, entry 187G. 187G. This is your third bull, 187G. Fourth bull in the ring, entry 130G. 130G. I don't know about anybody else, but I've seen 4 bulls and I'm thoroughly confused. Fifth bull in the ring, 1031G. 1031G. Sixth bull, 105G. 105G. Seventh bull, 226G. 226G. To 26G. Eighth bull, 270G. 270G. They tricked me. 299G. Take that all back. Everybody pay attention. Might be a big deal. 299G. 299G. Thank you. That's right. Did I miss one or we got a line? What do you got here, Johnny? There we go. 270G. 270G. And if you don't want to do 3, do 1 at least. My judges are going to do 3, but they're professionals, trained professionals. Number 10, 2037G. 2037G. $2037G. Be making your selections. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give this carload a big round of applause. It's impossible to keep them bulls together, growing to be this high quality. Tremendous set of bulls brought to you by Magnus Land and Cattle. Seven sires and 10 dams. These bulls all sell in Miami. So in order to do our tabulations, I know I didn't give you much time. Let's turn in our cards. We're going to let the judges kind of look at them because I'm going to ask them all to give an overview of the whole show today, judge by judge, while we kind of tabulate everything. Don't you boys be looking at each other's cards out there now. You ready to go, Taylor?
I did my own work.
Be passing your entries to the middle. If you don't want to participate, that's fine. Yeah, right, if you don't mind. Yep. Well, I need your 1, 2, 3, if you don't mind. Yeah, that 3 or 4 would be fine. It's unofficial as heck. No, it's fine. Oh, no, I need your order, Jason. I will, yeah. So while we're kind of tabulating, we'll start with Mr. Curry for an overview of the whole show today. Thank you, Andy. Or John.
Again, it's been a pleasure to come back here to evaluate your show, and again, an incredible set of breeders and cattle. And as he mentioned earlier in the show, the generational part of this means a lot to people like myself that are also generational in terms of keeping a program going. year after year and keeping that in the family. An incredible way to end our show here in terms of just overall uniformity, practicality. These bulls are all really good bodied, really sound structured, all got a really good look to them in the profile. As you turn to the data, there's plenty of different categories to sort these bulls from, depending on where your weaknesses might be in your cow herd or your want to put some emphasis on in terms of genetic selection. Again, I want to thank the Limousin Association and the National Western for having us out here today. An incredible set of cattle. Again, congratulations.
Thank you, John.
Now we'll have Taylor.
Well, once again, thank you. It's been an outstanding group of cattle that we've had the opportunity to sort through, and I think it's unique as you think about the breeders and exhibitors that we've had. We can, every now and then, a blind hog will find an acorn, and you can make a good one, but whenever you can put them together in numbers and consistently bring as many good ones as you all have to the ring, I think that's really outstanding. My home is Miami, Oklahoma, and if you don't have Lemmy in your blood when you get there, they put it in you. So it's kind of a unique thing that I get to be here with a lot of heroes of mine and judge here in this outstanding and legendary spot. Thank you for having me.
Jason Barber.
Just want to say thank you to the National Western Stock Show and the Limousin Association for having me here today. Also want to say that I just really like looking at the cattle today, and I think it's definitely an attribute to the Lemmy breed that you've got cattle that are sound, they're functional, but they really have a lot of muscle. They've got performance, and at the end of the day, we still sell calves by the pound. So to get here and see how many strides this breed's made and see that they've held true to that, it's just really a testament to this breed. But again, thank you for having me today.
Highly unofficial Iowa caucus style polling. On our judges, we had a lot of agreement. Of course, some of them may know how Johnny does things. They like 2037 real well, all the way across the group. On our crowd, we had a lot of differences in discussion. But 186 and 187 seem to be cropping to the top pretty high. I think it's just a good example of how good the bulls were, how many different opinions go into any one judging situation. Let's give our judges, exhibitors, and staff a big round of applause. 2020 National Westerns now over with. Don't take any of these chairs. Don't take any of those boards out there because you'll be on TV. So we'll see you all next year. Thanks for coming. By the way, champion Carload was Magnus Land and Cattle from Platteville, Colorado. Thank you, guys. Thanks for doing that. Sure.
What do we got? Once we get everything packed up, need to be